We're
Mhm.
on, we're broadcasting, everybody.
Good
We're
evening.
What we
Good
know
evening.
now.
broadcasting.
What we know now Wednesdays.
Ooh,
It is time.
yes, it is. Here we go, Kimmy. Almost there, my dear.
Okay. Say the word, and I'll hit the button.
Okay. Let's see, almost there.
Almost
Okay,
there.
Miss Lady, we can go head on.
Here we go. It's time.
Hey, this my favorite part.
Welcome to What We Know Now Wednesdays Myths, Truths, and Solutions About Hair Loss with Dana Wilson, Lori Huckabee, and Tamima Ali, the hair advocates.
I
All
love
right.
it.
Hello. Welcome. Welcome.
Hey,
Welcome.
everybody. Hey,
Yes.
everybody.
Hey.
Hey,
Hey there.
everybody.
How you
Yes.
Um,
doing?
I'm Dana Wilson. I am your Sister Log Master Trainer. I'm also your certified trichologist of Hair Cares Inc. And I'm located in Chester, Virginia. And my purpose or intention of being a part of this show is to encourage people who are experiencing hair loss or some kind of scalp disorder that you don't have to suffer in silence. There's solutions for you. And that's what we're here to share with you. So, welcome to the show, everybody.
Yes.
Well,
Welcome. Go ahead, Lori.
welcome everybody. Please share. Start a watch party.
Yes.
Join us on the Zoom. And I am Lori Huckabee, and I'm located in the Hampton Roads area of Virginia. I'm a certified trichologist, licensed cosmetologist, and cosmetology instructor, a hair coach, Trichology Consultant, and a certified biomedical research assistant. I'm passionate about what I do, and that is I help people revive and renew their scalp health and restore and regrow their hair. And like Dana said, you don't have to suffer in silence. There is help for you. You're not the only one. There are others, and don't wait to seek treatment. You should, as soon as you notice it, you should take action.
Hello. I hope you guys did share and start your watch parties. Give us the like, show us some love out here. My name is Tamima Ali, and I'm a certified trichologist. I'm in Charlotte, North Carolina, and I get to the root of your hair loss or scalp disorder.
Go
My
ahead.
goal is to help as many people as possible to look and feel beautiful. Let me help you be your most healthy self.
I
Hey, I
love
want
it.
to.
I love
Well, everyone.
every time you say the root, I'm like, yes.
And we
That's what we
also
do, y'all, all of us.
and we also have Dr. Joy. Dr. Joy, go ahead and introduce yourself to the peoples.
Yes. So, yes, I was listening to that. Everybody is so blessed to have you guys. I'm Dr. Joy Scott. I'm a nutritionist. Wow. But with 47 years experience, I used to be a health food store owner, so you got a chance to see all of it go down and work. So yeah, I really wanted to get to the root of your hair loss problem. Bring them on down. We're ready. We've got the root here.
Oh,
Yes.
thank you.
Yes, we
Thank you.
are.
Now we together, we're the hair advocates. And this show was designed and developed to dispel myths and truths about hair loss, and also obviously to share solutions with you as well. So, so that's why we're here, and we're the hair advocates. And today's show is the Trichology Consultation. So we've been talking about hair loss, which is also AKA alopecia, and we've been talking about trichology, the study of scalp disorders, hair, and hair loss. So now we want to talk about the consultation, what you should expect when you go to a consultation regarding your hair loss issues.
Yes.
So should be good, everybody. Now, please, like we said, start your watch party. Please also join us on Zoom, because today we would like to take some some questions and answering live on the spot. So the only way to do that is if you're logged into the Zoom room. So please log into the Zoom room.
Yep, log into Zoom. The password is 903536. Come and join us.
The importance of a client consultation. So, ladies, how important is a client consultation?
Oh my gosh, this is huge.
Yeah, it's very important. A lot of times, we might get phone calls or somebody just, stop you like, hey, I got this issue going on. What can I do? And although it may not seem like it's that detailed or we need to know a lot of information, we really do. Like if you really want to get to the solution of what's going on with your hair and scalp. So the consultation is the first step in us getting to that root cause. It's one of the most important steps in the hair recovery journey is to gather the information needed to make an informed decision regarding the treatment of scalp disorders and hair loss.
Yeah, and when people come in and they sit in the chair, some they really don't know what to expect. I think they're thinking of us from a stylist or cosmetologist perspective. And so as we go through the consultation, and the consultation, it can be quite lengthy. I've had a consultation that's taken me an hour and a half, sometimes close to 2 hours, because, we don't end the consultation, right? The client ends the consultation because we want to make sure that we answer all the questions that they have. But we go really deep into, because you're supplying us even with medical information. They're not even, when they first seek us out, they're not even thinking that they're going to be giving us medical information.
Right.
In regards to the hair loss.
I think that's the first thing you need to make sure that you understand before even coming for a consultation, that we will be asking some personal questions, because the hair loss that you see today is a result of something. Right? It didn't happen overnight. So we need to know about your health issues. What kind of food are you eating? Did you have some kind of surgery? Well, we'll go into further about what we're looking at, but it is an internal issue.
Yes.
Yep. So part of our intake process, the first step is to complete a HIPAA form, because you are releasing sensitive information to us. It doesn't leave our office, but we want to stay compliant with the regulations that our government has set forth for us. So you do fill out a HIPAA form as well. Our consultation forms are quite lengthy. Yes. So yeah, they're quite lengthy. Yes. And I mean, we get into a lot of information like it's thorough. I've had clients come in and they're like, the consultation form was just thorough. Like they were answering questions they didn't even think they would be answering.
Yeah, right. You're going to be asking about surgeries. What kind of medications are you taking?
Supplements that you may be on.
Absolutely. Your hair care practices is also included in this.
Right. You like your hair history. Have you ever had any chemical treatments? How long, when do you shampoo? How often? What type of shampoos are you using? What type of services have you had done to your hair? Whether you did them, have you been someplace else? We ask about
allergies.
We ask about allergies. Food allergies. We ask about medical history, your family's history, because hair loss, the causes of it, there are so many,
right?
And they can be triggered by anything. They can be environmental. They can be, based off your nutritional status. It could be from stress. It could be from various things. So the consultation form tries to capture all of those different things. We even ask if you've been out of the country and did you drink the water there? Did you have any services done while you were there? So,
and then also to describe your hair loss. When did you actually see it happen? How did it manifest? Did it fall all out all of a sudden? Was this a gradual thing? Was it after a particular service that you received? So we'll also be asking you about having you describe what you experienced with your hair loss. Mhm. So this the consultation form, it is serious business, and we really ask that you be as honest as you possibly can.
Yes.
Because based off of that information and some other points we'll go over, we have to look at all these things to actually create a personalized plan for you. And if you're
Right.
not being honest about your situation, then we can create a plan that will
May not work for you.
Yeah,
Right.
it may not work because you wasn't being honest about your medical history or your
Right.
practices as well.
Right. So when you go, so basically when you go to a trichologist, it's like going to the doctor's office, and you know that initial visit that you have with the doctor and all of the information that you provide to them, you provide us that same information. It's the same exact thing. Yes, you came to us about hair and scalp issues, but to identify them and to fix them or solve those issues, we need to know everything about you. And that's just the first step.
Yeah.
Because if you can just think about hair, it starts from the scalp. So that's what, and it happens within, right? So we have to know what's going on within to then create a plan for the what's out, I guess, the external.
Right. Because your scalp your hair is not separate from your body. Like, it's your body is one, and it goes from the top of your head to the bottom of your feet, and everything in between. So, the
goal of the form is, like you said, to get as much information as possible, because we need to determine what is disrupted that hair the phases that the hair goes through. Why is your hair staying in a phase where it's just not growing? Unless unless the problem is self-inflicted, like we talked about in the previous show with the traction alopecia. If that's not the case, then we do have to look at you internally and see exactly what may be causing the disruption in this hair growth cycle. So honesty is what you're going to have to just buckle down and just be like, okay, I'm going to just tell you, this is what it is. And we do our consultations in a private setting. So it's one-on-one, it's private. You don't have to worry about anybody else looking at you, seeing you, hearing you. It is a one-on-one consultation that we provide. And I just want to, I like to show this thing here.
I love that. Yes.
So just to let you know, hey, each follicle, it's attached to blood supply. It's attached to blood supply. So that's how you know, hey, if something is caused a disruption, it's something going on inside. You can't just rub an oil on top and say, hey, my hair should start growing again.
Yeah.
Come on with it. Come on with that, Kimmy.
Yeah.
Say it again. Say it again.
You can't rub something on top and think that you're going to get hair again if your problem is internal.
Right.
It's not going to happen. That's why when people look at it, they're like, okay, that worked for this person, but it didn't work for you because your issue is a lot more deeper than that.
Right.
Deeper.
Right. And so I think it kind of throws people off because, like I said, sometimes people can call you and say, they either watch the show or they just know us and hey, I got this problem. What can I use?
Yeah, they want to know the product.
It's a little bit more than what can I use, because I mean that's like a quick fix that's not really a fix.
If it's a it's
right,
not
it's
really
a
fix.
It's a quick fix that's not a fix. Not to be, if you want to be truthful about it, because and especially if we're talking about something like actual hair loss or actual scalp conditions, if you have severe dandruff or you have a flaky scalp, it's something that causing that flaky scalp, other than the fact that it's dirty. You get what I'm saying? It's something that's producing that flaky scalp or producing that excessive dandruff or excessive oil, something. Is so just trying to throw a product at it is only it's a
Band-Aid, but it's not even a real Band-Aid.
It's not a good. It's the one that you put on, and then 2 seconds later it's already falling off. It's that kind of Band-Aid.
It won't stick.
It's the Acme Band-Aid.
Right.
It's no good. You don't want
because
that.
Yeah.
because if you have a flaky scalp and you use the shampoo and it takes the flakes off the scalp, it's very temporary for that moment, for that
Mm-hmm.
day. The
Mm-hmm.
next day you got to do it again, right? Because it's
Yeah.
the overproduction of oil or whatever you have going on is going to show itself up again.
Right. And you have people like even people with
Yep.
the smell. Some people be like, "Oh, my scalp, my hair just smells." It's something that's causing that,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
and you want to find right. You can buy all the different types of shampoos, and that's why they never work.
Yeah.
They never work because you're not hitting you're not getting to the root cause of what's causing it to be like that. What's causing it to smell like that?
Mm-hmm.
If there's a deeper reason
Mhm.
outside of which type of shampoo and conditioner you use.
Right.
So
Cool.
Using.
Cool. So
Which
fill
brings
out
us
the
to
form. Fill out the
fill it
form
out
honestly, completely.
complete.
yeah.
Like
Yeah.
when we ask you how often and how frequently and how much, how often, how frequently, and how much. It's the question is there for a
Yeah.
good reason. Like we
Yeah.
need to know that.
Yeah.
So don't skip it.
Yeah.
Because guess what? When we go over it and then we talk to you, we're gonna ask you. You're still gonna have to tell me because we're gonna ask it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And more importantly, the whole point is we don't want to create a plan that is
It's
not
not gonna work.
that's not going to work for you. So the
Right.
more honest you can be about the information, obviously the better the program could be for you. Yeah.
Right. For us to serve you. For us to
Yes.
serve you.
Mm-hmm.
So, and this goes back to, of course, it's important because about internal. So we do ask you to submit your most current lab work that was done by your physician as part of the consultation as well. Trichoscopy. What is that?
Yes. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
That's the best part of the whole
I
thing.
know. I
I
know.
love doing that part.
Oh my gosh. And the clients, their face, they're like, wow. Once you do that to them and they're just like, wow, I've never had an up close look at my scalp like this.
Mm-hmm.
And for some people, it's an ugly reality for them too, especially when they have a scalp condition or when they're the practices of shampooing their hair, that they're not shampooing regularly. So like I've had people that come in and they haven't shampooed for a month. And so when we do the trichoscopy and they look, they're just like, they're a little thrown back. They're like, okay, I see, I understand why I need to, shampoo more than once a month.
So basically what that means is we take a scope it may be 1,000 times magnified, and we're able to look at your scalp and really see and identify what's going on. Unfortunately, there may be situations where the scalp has scarred, and we can absolutely say that hair will probably never come back in these, spots or places. And so we can be honest about or give you expectation about having regrowth in certain areas. And so that's important so that, if you are, like we were talking about before about in the consultation, if you're just looking for that product and say you have scarring and you're looking for that product, it's not going to work because the scalp has scarred itself in a way that hair will never produce there. When we look at it with the scope, we can see that and we can tell you that. Unfortunately and hopefully that's not what we're looking for, but we can be honest and say what it is.
Right.
Yeah.
We can see a lot of things
Yeah.
with the
Give you
scalp
realistic
analysis.
expectations.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
can
that is
see.
so cool to see though. It's really
Yes.
cool. I mean, at least
It
I
is.
really enjoy that part.
It's my favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It is.
It's a real up close and personal look at the at the follicle.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
And what is our next one? Oh, questions and
Addressing
concerns.
questions.
Yeah. So hopefully you'll come armed with a bunch of questions for us so that we can explain it to you in a way that you understand. Obviously the process and what may be going on with you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What I was going to say, what part of in the consultation when we look at your form, obviously we're going to have a bunch of questions and questions for you, even more so what was on the form itself. And based off what you're explaining to us, we may have to go deeper. I think we missed a section though.
Yeah.
Did we talk about the lab work?
We did briefly,
Okay,
but
okay.
we can go back to if you want to add
Yeah,
something to
please,
it.
if we could, because the lab work is important. We're looking for like vitamin deficiencies because that has to do with hair loss as well. We're looking for if you have some kind of hormonal imbalance or something like that that causes hair loss. So we need to see what your levels are so that we can see if it's optimum for hair growth.
Right.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Yeah.
because you might need a supplement or something like that. You may be low in, vitamin B, B12, or like I said, vitamin D is a huge one. What about iron? A lot of these things
Yeah.
impact hair loss, and so we need to
Mhm.
see that so that we can create that personalized treatment plan for you.
Yes, because anything outside of, I mean, and a lot of people come and they'll say, I've had lab work done and they told me that my lab work was fine.
Hmm.
Everything was fine. Well, to be realistic and honest, if everything was fine, if you were 100%, you would not have a complaint whatsoever.
Right.
None. You wouldn't have a complaint, not about your hair, not about your scalp, not about anything else that you went to the doctor for. You would not have a complaint if everything was fine.
Right.
So to have high blood pressure, that's a problem. To
Hmm.
have high cholesterol, that's a problem.
Hmm.
So is it um, a problem? I'm not trying to scare you and say it's a problem like, that can be deathly or deadly, but it is a problem that's causing other issues. The high blood pressure is just the one that they gave you the medication for, and if you take high blood pressure medication, you probably take another medication to counteract the side effects from that one. So it's just it starts a snowball effect. If one area of your body is not in the optimal condition, then it's going to affect other areas of your body also. So that's why we look at the lab work.
Right.
Um, and then depending on what tests were ran, we might have you do additional testing because
Right.
sometimes, depending on what those labs were ran for, it may not be complete enough or detailed enough to give us
Full picture.
to give us a full picture of what's going on with you. So we may add additional testing for you,
Yeah.
Hmm.
I'm
just
glad you
so
mentioned.
just so we can get
I'm
a
sorry.
full look. Hmm.
I'm glad you mentioned optimal because I get people that come in here and they're like, "Oh, my doctor said my labs are normal."
Right.
Hmm.
Right. All the time. They say that all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All
Mm-hmm.
the time.
So we're not looking at the normal ranges. We are looking at optimal ranges, and these are the ranges that show you that your body is working to its optimal capacity. And you have to be in optimal ranges to have healthy hair, a healthy body, healthy scalp, healthy skin.
Yes, everything. So
Mm-hmm.
that's why it's important. And usually when people, it's a because we run a report,
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
and it's a functional chemistry analysis is what we run. So
Mm-hmm.
that's why we ask for your lab work because, yep, we know what your physician said, and we know what they gave you. We're going to go even deeper than
Yeah.
that, um, and give you real explanations of what those numbers mean.
Hmm.
Right.
So that's what the functional chemistry analysis does, and it looks at your body in a whole different way. We're not looking to find disease, we're looking to find dysfunction. Where is
Right.
the dysfunction occurring
Right.
within your body?
Hmm.
So that's what our report does. That's why we ask for your labs. And like I said, if the labs weren't complete enough, meaning that they didn't do enough testing for the biomarkers that we really need to look at, then we're going to ask for more testing
Yeah.
to go deeper to get that information.
So if you can
Because
imagine,
mhm,
you're filling out all this information on the consultation form. We're look at, and you've told us everything you wanted us to know there. The lab work will tell us and validate some of those things
yes,
that you told
Yes,
yes,
us.
it
I was
does.
just
It
that's what I was
does.
getting ready to say,
Okay.
that
Mhm.
your blood does not lie.
It won't
Okay,
lie.
it won't lie.
Yeah.
It will not lie.
Oh,
You might have you can take some things that will give you higher numbers or lower numbers than what it actually is. But in and of itself, your blood is going to tell everything about you.
Right, right.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we can find criminals based off of a drop of blood. Okay,
Right.
Sure
we
can.
we don't have a name. We don't have to have a name, a face, or nothing. But the blood, if you got some blood, you can find just about whatever you want to
So,
find.
so in the
Yep.
consultation form, we've learned about obviously your medical history, your hair care practices and such, your experience with the hair loss or the scalp disorder. Then we also match it up with your blood work, and then also the scoping the scalp, taking a visual view of what's going on the scalp. And so hopefully you can imagine that this is a comprehensive plan that then we can create for you based off of all of that information. So it's not a one-stop shop, just throw some shampoo on there. We can now create a comprehensive treatment plan for you.
Correct.
And that's what's next.
Yes. Yes.
That would be what's next.
That's what's next.
That's what's next. We can actually create a comprehensive, personalized plan because
Yeah.
each person is different. Everybody's going to come with different information, different lab work, different experience.
Mhm.
So that's what's
And
next.
just because your condition or the appearance of it looks the same as someone else or
Right.
somebody that you know or
It may
something
not be
that you
the same.
heard, the causes and the reasons for it may be different. So
Right.
therefore, the treatment is not a cookie cutter. It's personalized, specialized just for you. So
Yeah.
the appearance of it could be just as common as, apple pie. But guess what? What I put in my apple pie and what the other three people put in their apple pie could be totally different.
That's right.
So,
Right.
but when you look at it and then you go to taste it, there might be a few differences in there. So,
Yes.
so that's how our treatment plans are.
Yeah.
They're
They're tailored for you. It's specific for
Yes.
you.
So
very
hopefully,
specific.
hopefully you can see that. I mean, we spend good time on each individual, obviously because it's a personalized or personalized, comprehensive plan for each individual. And with all of that, we get results, right?
Yeah.
We
Yes.
get results. And now, what I can say though is, although we can come up with this great plan for you, great plan, we really need you to comply with the plan.
Yeah. That part we
need
can't
to
make you
comply.
do.
We need you to be committed and compliant and
And
consistent
consistent.
with the
Yeah.
plan. So we could do all this work. We could fill out that form. We can review the form. We can get your blood work done. We can take a look at that. We look at your scope. We can see what's going on with that. And then we can create this beautiful plan for you. However, if you don't go home and you don't do the work, you may not get the results.
And guess what? Guess what? Because we work so closely with you,
Yeah.
and most trichologists do,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
there is no getting around telling us, yes, I'm doing everything that you said, because your scalp won't lie, your blood work won't lie.
Yeah.
We will know if you're not being compliant. We will know.
We can tell.
We can tell. Your body will tell on you. Yeah, it'll tell on you.
And however, it could tell on you in a good way, right? As well, right? That you did this work with us. We
Yes.
partnered together on this journey, and that you can actually get results from these comprehensive plans for you. So it is hope. It is hope,
Yeah.
everybody. It is hope.
There's definitely
There's
hope. There's
solutions
hope.
for you. You don't have really.
Yes.
You do not have to sit home
Yeah.
and feel sad about it or discouraged about it. Just sign up for a consultation. Schedule a
Yes.
consultation so that
Because-
we can share with you.
Because hair loss and scalp disorders, they're common. They're not normal.
Yeah, right.
So I
Right.
think
It's
people
common,
get.
but
I
not
think.
normal.
I
Yes.
think people get that confused. Like, because I
right.
see it everywhere and
Right.
everybody seems to have it, maybe it's
Right.
supposed to be. No, it's not supposed to be.
It's not.
No,
It's
just
not
common.
supposed to
just
be.
because it's in your family line
Yeah.
Doesn't mean that it
That
has
doesn't
to
mean
be.
you
No.
have to have it.
Right.
Sure
Just the
does
same
not.
way if they ask you on your forms when you go to doctor, is it diabetes in the family? Is it cancer in the family? Well, it might
Right.
be a lifestyle issue that's being
Yes.
transferred from one generation to the next. You can stop that. And it's the same
Yes.
thing with hair loss. We can stop it in its
Yeah.
tracks.
Yes.
One thing we didn't mention, we did talk about supplements, but we also addressed the nutrition. And this is why I love that we have Dr. Scott on here, because she gives us these great tips that we can use in our daily life,
Yes.
even for folks that don't have hair loss. So this show is great for everyone.
You can
Yes,
prevent
everyone.
it. You can prevent
Yes.
it
You
with
can
eating
prevent
good
it.
nutrition,
Exactly.
right? Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And the
Yep.
thing with
Yep.
and the thing with most trichologists, although we specialize in hair and scalp disorders, we're really more like wellness, paramedical. That's why
Yeah.
we're called paramedical professionals, because we go so deep into. It's not about just the external part. It's
Right.
about what's going on the inside, and how did the inside get that way, based off of years of bad.
Habits.
Not necessarily that you knew they were bad. You might have thought
Right.
they were good, but they just weren't good for you. And over time, this is the result.
Mhm.
And so, yes, we can help you with your hair, but guess what? We're going to help you with your health overall.
Mhm.
Yes.
So a healthy
Let
body is
us.
going to produce healthy hair. Period.
Right.
I mean,
That's right. Let us
the
help you be your most healthy self.
I
yes.
love it. I love that.
Mhm.
Yes, and nutrition is the largest factor, because you didn't get high blood pressure because of something external. You got high blood pressure because of what was going on internally.
Right.
So
Mhm.
that's how you fix high blood pressure. And like I said, that high blood pressure dysfunction is going to affect other areas of the body.
Yeah.
So it's not just the blood pressure that's dysfunctional. It's going to be other things dysfunctional too. And that dysfunction comes by nutrition. And that's why our star guru, she's our Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Star.
She is,
I love it.
yes. She is it, okay? I mean,
Yes.
she knows food in a
Yes.
way that if she makes me do it, I'm telling you. She knows what she's talking about. I mean, like she said on the earlier show, you should eat with purpose, meaning not
Yeah.
just eating food just to be eating because it looks good, tastes good, and all that stuff. If it's not doing something good and beneficial for you, you should not have it, because in the long run, it's gonna be against you. It might have tasted good, but in the long run, it's gonna show up that it was bad for you. So.
Okay, I'm excited. You guys have excited me.
Yes.
This is what I want to tell everybody. Like, if you have to have one thing in your mind right now, it's like, what are you waiting for? How long are you going to wait to get help? While these trichologists are just waiting to help you, you didn't even have to be in their clinic. You could be virtual. And that's what we want you to know. We don't care if you're from Hicktown, Arkansas. Guess what? They are willing and can and able to help you no matter where you are. And that's the beauty. And they're qualified and they have so much passion about it. So, your hardest job is, which one are you going to call? I hate to have that job, but guess what? It'd be okay. They are all equally trained, qualified, competent to help you, but you have to choose them. And you need to choose early. Don't wait until it's all, gone. Do it now. So guess what? We are in the most personable room in the house. You're in the bathroom. So it's just me and you. That's all is here. So we want you to be able to help your trichologist to get that data, get some of that information, that part that you have to play in this whole thing of growing hair from a clean bloodstream, making sure you're filling out those claims properly so they could effectively help you. Because if they didn't know, how could they know? So you want to be honest, so that's why I thought, let's just get in this bathroom. How can you really know, and how could they know if they were virtually helping you? Well, there's a couple of ways. And the first one is called a scale. And so today I brought my old faithful scale along. And so my faithful scale is going to give us results. You see this one? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the scale and I'm going to take the top off, and do I have too much white, you think?
You're good.
I can see it.
I can see.
That's good.
Okay. Is that okay?
No, go back to like
I
you
like
were.
the other one.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Here we
Okay,
go.
yeah.
Yep.
That's
Mhm.
good.
Okay.
Yes.
So what we're going to do is you are going to do a little observation and share this with your trichologist and get some data. So I'm going to help you get some data. Okay. I'm going to put the scale on the floor. I'm going to actually cut the scale on. And I'm sure we're going to have a video on just how you're going to learn to operate your scale. We can grab it from Amazon, and then you already will know how to use it, okay? Now, so what we're going to do, it is on, it's got 0, 0 for weight, but it's not just weight that we're looking for. We're looking for all the other stuff to know what you've been eating and, where's all the toxins in your body. So I'm going to take it, and I'm going to be the guest, and I'm going to actually put my age in here. Not 44, remember, not 46. I'm going to make it go way up, way up. Oh my goodness. I don't want to be older. Oh, here it is. I'm 66, okay? Well, I'm going to say it. I put 66 in. It's now asking me if I'm male or female. And I'm going to go for female. I'm going to set that in. And then it's asking me how tall am I? And I'm going to go down to 5'2", and I'm going to set that in, and then it reviews it. Okay. So now that it has reviewed it, I'm going to step on the scale. I'm going to put my bare feet on the scale. Now, do you see this little indentation? I'll put one index finger here. It's an indentation. I'll put the other one there. And I will just hold it, okay? And it is going to captured my weight. Now, you have to understand, I really hate for you to see my weight at this weight.
I would love for you to see my weight at that weight. How about that? How about that? Okay.
Because a couple of days ago, it was 130,
Okay.
So, we had 132.4. I found these gluten-free pizzas, gluten-free, soy-free, dairy-free. Oh my God. So here's how is this going to help your trichologist, okay? Okay, so I'm going to touch weight. We see the weight is 132.4. Is that a good weight for me at 5'2"? It will all depends on how everything else scales up. So you're at your house. She's looking, at you and knowing that if you carry extra weight, the toxins are going to be in the fat. And then that means that the blood won't be clean. So the best way to tell is check your BMI. Here's my BMI, 24.2. So healthy BMI is less than 25, like 24.9 and under. I'm at 24.2. I made it in. Okay, so the chances of me getting a chronic disease is less likely. So let's go though to body fat. Let's see how much fat am I holding, okay, that could have toxic waste in it. As a matter of fact, let's go back to BMI. BMI healthy BMI is 25 or less. Overweight is when you're at, we can actually go back there. Overweight is when you're 25 up to 29.9. You're overweight. And so that means you're carrying a little extra what? Fat. And in the fat are toxins. And in those toxins is what starts to create diseases. Okay. And at this point, the blood is not going to be clean and it's going to affect your scalp. So here we go. And once your BMI hit 30, guess what? Hey, we're obese. And so you could use the scale to improve the health of your blood, of your hair, all at the same time. And so here we go. We got our body fat 33.8. And really now, I would say we want everybody to have a little gift. It's a sheet that you could use to collect all your information. And on this sheet, we know that a lady my age, my fat should be 24.0, but no more than what? No more than 35.9. Ooh, 33.8. That is good. I'm not carrying any extra weight around. Okay, fat in the name of fat. Okay, so let's check something else. Let's check the muscles. Ooh, I love those muscles. Let me tell you, if you move, your muscles are going to be strong. If the muscles are strong, then you are going to lose some fat that was carrying the toxic waste that caused your blood to be not clean. And so let's see here. So the muscles for a lady my age, 60 to 80, is 23.9 and up to 29.9. Oh, hey, I'm at the top of my game. So, wow, I'm really working. So you got to move. I think earlier today was 27 point something. So I start moving, just move. And the muscles will beat all the fat off your body. And that's where those toxins are and that unclean blood. Okay, let's see what else we have. We want you to just collect your data and you could share it with your trichologist and there you go. So let's go to here. I'm actually burning only 1,287 calories while I'm sitting around. Apparently I'm not eating very much because I'm not gaining that much weight, but I did gain a little weight this week. So, but that's how many calories I'm burning. So if you're not burning enough calories, you better get moving. You better start eating fat, burning fat dissolving foods. And you know what? We've been bringing this CMOS on the show, and we want to know, hey, look, your trichologists right here on the show, they are full of full of CMOS this week.
Yes,
so
we are. Yes, we
okay.
are.
Yes, we got CMOS on overdose. So
Yeah, we got
Yeah.
the
need
CMOS
some.
for you.
Dr.
So place
Scott.
your orders.
Yes.
yes,
Actually, we're not full of it because it's flowing out. So being in the bathroom is totally appropriate.
Yes, especially we're in the bathroom. It's a secret. Okay.
Okay.
So
Okay.
it's gonna burn all your fat. You know how you have fat hanging from everywhere. Drink your CMOS. You'll be a sexy, curvy girl. Okay. And so, but you won't have all those toxins there in your bloodstream. Okay. So look, this one is very private now, people. So that's why, this whole thing between you and your trichologist, you're here to help them help improve your hair. But the hair is a tell-all. If your hair isn't doing well, your whole body likely isn't doing well. Right. So this next one is, how old am I biologically? Oh my goodness. Well, I just had a birthday, and chronologically, we've been counting, it's 66. Let's see. Oh, well, look at that age.
7.
But I should be younger than that, but at least I'm 9 years young. No, I'm 11 years younger. Is that right? No. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
I think it's,
I'm younger.
you are younger, that's for sure.
Yes, for sure. Okay. And so you want to be younger. Some people jump on the scales. The scale max out at 80 years old, and they're banging 80. And we've seen it on college campus when the diet, the foods aren't good. We've seen them be in their 40s and 50, and they're just 20 years old. And so we want you to know you've got to have something to just nudge you to get to your trichologist and to have someone team up with you and challenge yourself to improve the health of your hair, and your whole body is just going to line up. And so here's the last one here, okay? This one, oh yeah. So this one, you know, I've had it be, I think I've been as low as a 7. This one is very, very important. So it's a 8. So, and I'm going to go back to the age though. They say you're as young as your arteries are clear. So wait a minute. If you're as young as your arteries are clear, then you want to be as young as you can be. Isn't that right? So if your arteries are clean, we can get nutrition all the way to the scalp. We could grow hair. We could repair the scalp as well. So you want to make sure your trichologist understand what you are eating and how you want to improve and change your health. And so that's the biological age, and no shame about it. You just don't want to have any shame about your results, okay? Now, here's the next one, this visceral fat. This one is a telltale all. So whether you're going to be on high blood pressure or not, whether you're going to be a diabetic or not, whether you're going to be on all those medications or not, this visceral fat is definitely a number you want to pay attention to. It needs to be a 9 or less. So it's an 8, okay? So I'm not that proud of it, but you know, it is what it is. So I look at the oils I use. The oils that you're using in your kitchen is going to tell a little bit. And so I've been really into the oils this week. So, but it didn't hit 9 and it didn't go over. You want it to be 9 or less. So what's going on is the amount of fat that's sitting and wrapping around your internal organs that will cause them not to function properly. To cause your little heart has fat on your heart, it's not going to pump blood up to your brain and up to your scalp. So you don't want fat on your kidneys, fat on your liver, fatty liver. You don't want fat on your heart, your kidneys, your pancreas. You don't want no fat. This visceral fat is fat you can't see.
Right.
So the other fat you can see it, but this visceral you could not see it. So we want you to make sure in your kitchen you're using the right fats. We're not cooking with olive oil. We're cooking like with clarified butter, grapeseed oil, or I like coconut oil, and I kind of stay right there.
Avocado oil? Can we use avocado oil?
Well, hey, let's jump on the scale and see. I'm just teasing.
Lord today.
So, okay. It's a delicate oil. You know, you got to know that. And so I'm just going to put this down. So here we go. We now have a picture.
Right.
From this picture, let's suppose that visceral fat was a 10, 11, 12. You already know that they are borderline diabetic, hypertensive. And we may as well start backing up. You start really talking to them, say, look, I'm so glad that, you know, we are having this consultation because, you know, we could avoid having the #1 cause of death, heart disease, you know, the most expensive disease in the world, that diabetes. And, you know, most of the scalp issues like dandruffs and psoriasis and all that stuff, we know it's the sugar. It's the very acidic foods. And so, you know, we want you to know first, sugar creates fat in the body. And when that visceral number gets to getting over there, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15, I mean, we've seen it at 29. It's like, whew, I hope you could wake up in the morning and not have one of those morning strokes, because it's very obvious. So I want each and one of you that's listening, reach out, grab you one of these trichologists and embrace them as they embrace you to help bring your health back into balance. That's worth money. There's not enough money you could pay them to help you I mean, the hair is just a side benefit almost,
Yes.
you know what I'm saying? And because if the body isn't nourished properly, it's going to show up in the hair. Yes.
I have to say, Dr. Scott, I got on Dr. Scott's scale and it changed my life.
I know, right? Me too.
I mean, like I had a real aha when they said aha moment. When
Yes.
When we clicked on that button, it said how old I was. I didn't even know what to say.
I know, right?
I didn't even know what to say.
Well,
So it changed the game for me. It brought it into perspective what was going on and what I was doing to my body. Seriously. So that scale is the bomb.
Yes. They want to know what's the name of it, Dr.
Okay,
Scott.
yes. And so you don't want to plan for it. You know, a lot of people want to plan for it. And
Right.
so
it is what it is, right?
It is what it is. And so I would say, if you'll take a little peek here, what do you see? You see the name here, Omron. Omron, OMRON. And so it is a 7 indicator.
Omron.
The model number is HBF. And it's 514C.
514C.
Yeah, if you could see it right.
I'm gonna put it in the.
Okay.
Chat.
So yes.
Yeah.
It's HBF 514C. It captured 7 different indicators of your health, and it's very easy to use. Oh my goodness. So you know whether you're going or coming. You know whether because we all know that like you say, the results are in the pudding. We know what you've been eating. If you come and you got all the flakes on the scalp, we don't have, actually your trichologist is going to provide for you that kind of detoxifying scalp cleanser that actually clean all of the waste from your scalp, from your pores, so that hair could have the biggest possible chance.
Right.
But then feeding minerals into your scalp to feed your hair. That's the beauty of, I'm gonna say, matching up or partnering up with a trichologist to help you with your hair. And so, being in the bathroom, we've got this Cape Aloe. So many people just don't have elimination. It was amazing. Just having a hairstylist, a cosmetologist herself, she went in on cleaning her colon. And it was amazing. She was wearing a weave. 9 months later, all of it was her hair because she just stayed with cleaning
regular. Yeah, just stay regular.
Yeah, just stay regular. And what is regular? Sometimes, it's like people say, oh, I'm regular. I don't know what regular means. Can you explain it to me, please?
Right.
And so it's like at least once after every meal, right? Is that right,
Yes.
Lori?
Right. Yes. If you have a full meal, you should be eliminating 6 hours, anywhere 6 to 8 hours after.
And you know what? They got a measurement on it. It's like it needs to be, I've heard up to 24 inches. I don't know if everybody's calculating on inches, but you need to consider that enough waste should come out,
Right.
And so.
Right, because some people have fermented, like when you don't eliminate fully, that just stays there.
Yes.
Yeah, but some people are not eliminating at all. I mean,
right.
We've heard mmany stories where you ask how regular people are. It's not even once a day.
Right. No, some people say twice a week.
You can imagine if you're eating 3 full meals plus snacks and all of that. Where is it going?
Compacted.
Where is it going? It has to come out.
Yeah.
If it's not coming out, what's happening? to your body. That's a
Mhm.
whole nother other segment that we need to be talking
Mhm.
about, this elimination.
Yes.
I mean,
Right.
really.
Yeah.
You will have yourself back. One lady said if she met with you personally, she would tell you it was once a month, if that, she eliminated.
No.
Right.
And so, but
Mhm.
changing how she ate. Now, so one of the biggest things
Yeah.
with having a trichologist, they're going to make sure that you're eating for your blood type. Wow.
Yes.
And so then to start that alone is just going to start changing things. So that girl that was once a month at that, she changed her diet. She started eating some living food for her living body. The next thing you know, she's having 2 eliminations a day. She said her husband got his wife back, the children got their mom back. You know, you can be full of it, right? So you got all that full of it out.
Full of it is the word. Okay.
What was the name of that product, Dr. Scott?
Okay, it is called Cape Aloe and just healthy lifestyle. So everyone who don't have their part of your consultation, you're giving them their blood type book. Is that right?
Mhm.
Yes.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
If they don't know it, we can definitely do blood typing.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
absolutely. Great,
Mhm.
great.
You said it's called Cape Aloe?
Cape Aloe. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
It's
All right.
yeah, it's definitely, it works on kidneys, your spleen, you know, your spleen cleans the blood, and it works on colon and the liver for sure.
Mhm.
Okay.
But Cape Aloe, we've got it for them. Okay, now I just want to pass this by that circulation, because when you have poor circulation, it's a pill. You could just take a pill. But guess what? You could also, guess what? Have your little cayenne pepper.
Yes.
Boy, I tell you, you and that cayenne pepper.
Oh yeah, you gotta put it on everything. It's like, let's speed up everything. Let's get
I
that
know.
blood to this. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mixed it with some of my sea moss the one
Yes.
time.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Man.
Okay, we're gonna start measuring your hair. How long is your hair?
Right
Yeah.
now is the longest piece is down to my waist.
Oh wow. And
Yeah.
so, hey, look, you don't have to be jealous, people. You could just start to do what Lori doesn't have any special secrets. Lori is so texture conscious on everything. And all you got to do is do half what Lori does.
I know, right?
Yeah, right. You already would do more than what she does, really. So just clean it up a little bit. Start eating for your blood type. So now look, I know when they start scoping you in their consultation and or get you to use your scope and send them the pictures, you know what's going to happen. There are going to be some parasites that are going to show up there, likely. And so it's amazing. Like right now in the news, they've got this, I'm going to say an herb that kills the parasites. And it's called Artemisia, okay? And so it's really, the other common name is wormwood. And it's a combination. But the parasites are behind the viruses, but the parasites are on your scalp. I've used this product for years, like for viruses like HIV, herpes, that kind of thing. But it will kill the parasites that are invading your scalp as well. We just want to kind of get to it, okay? So when you eat all that sugar, and the sugar is what feeds the parasites, get off of it. The whole thing behind Trichology is having a healthy scalp. But we got to get your attention and get you, here, just grab a hold to one of these trichologists and just make it all happen for you, And so, hey, I say, now, I know everybody want to know what's in those cups those girls are drinking.
Yeah, right. Everybody wants to know.
Everybody want to know what's in those cups.
Yes.
I know you want one of those cups.
Right.
But what's in the cup? It's some tea, And what kind of tea? Just, if you're having issues with your hair, just always be drinking something for your hair. your hairstylist has likely done silicone treatments. Well, what makes silicone and brings silica to the hair? This is just some oat straw tea. You may like it, you may not, but you may get some horsetail tea. You may like it, you may not. You know what I'm saying? You may get some rosemary tea. All of a sudden, you just like that. But you need to be drinking plenty of water to make that blood go all the way to the scalp. And you may as well be drinking some tea. Something with purpose, remember, with purpose. Eat for purpose, drink for purpose, call, enroll in this program, and get your hair growing. That's what excites me. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Scott. I'm telling you, I feel
Thank
like
you, Dr. Scott.
I'm telling you, your head is just full. Listen to all your expertise. I so appreciate you sharing yourself with us. I really do.
Yes. Wow. It's exciting to do it because the power to your health is in every individual's hand. And you guys are here just to show them and help them and to guide them on the way. And you've been trained to do it. And that's what's so exciting. And so if anyone have any questions, did we have any callers with questions this evening?
We did. Most of the questions were asking about the products that you talked about, and we have listed that. We did have someone that asked what was the name of the supplement for the parasites. Was that which one was that?
So the name of it is Wormwood Combination.
Oh, Wormwood. Okay.
Okay. And
Wormwood.
Wormwood Combination. And Kroger Herbs is who have it. They could just grab it from you guys, or however we want to do it, they could order it. Next week we're gonna have that Shopify ready. They could just order.
Okay, perfect.
Okay.
Well, so what we'll do,
Awesome.
we will list some of these items on our Facebook page, and then you can order from us or order from
exactly.
Dr. Scott.
Yes.
Yeah.
Perfect.
All right.
Thank you
All
so
right.
much, Dr. Scott. Once again,
Yes.
you can't even put a dollar amount on this information. I'm gonna tell you.
I can't.
You cannot even put a dollar.
It's life-saving
It is.
information.
That's what it is. It's priceless.
It really is.
Thank you.
Priceless and
Yes,
life-saving.
it's priceless.
So I hope you all are taking it all in. I hope you all are taking it all in.
Thank you.
Yes, we love it. We love bringing it to you every week.
Yeah, every week.
We try to bring you the best that's out there. We try to give you our best, and we hope it's working. We hope you get some benefit out of it.
Yeah, perfect. Thank you so
Well,
much.
thank you for watching.
Reach out to us if you have any questions. You can reach out to any of us, Dr. Scott, Tamima Ali, Lori Huckabee, Dana Wilson, the hair advocate. That's us.
And Dr. Scott.
Yes.
A starer.
Yes.
Cool. See you guys next week.
Same time, same place.
Same place.
Tune in next week. Same time, same place.